Texas baseball has life. We think NFL draft starts tomorrow night and injuries take hold of the NBA playoffs. Up next on College Crossfire. I guess we'll get into it, guys. Always enthusiastic, unbelievable, hard-nosed.
Roll up the sleeves for this one.
This Dallas team was very overrated from the start, like they always are every year.
The talent there, Tevin Mack, Eric Davis, and Cronin Roach are maybe three of the most talented guys in the team.
Oh, that's an ugly shirt.
Always a pleasure having you on, guys.
Time to freak out, Reese.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the only live show filmed right here on the 40 Acre Sports Show, that is. I'm Reese Miller, glad to have you with us. Only 2 shows left, but a big one tonight. It is the annual Director Show. Head boss man, or woman in our case, from every single department. Let's get to it and introduce everybody. It's good to have some leadership on the show. Lots of freshmen this year, no offense to any of you, but we've got major seniority over here. We've got Renee Adeniyi, as we call her. I'll say the heavy favorite coming in tonight. How long has it been since you've been on Crossfire or TSTV?
I think it's been about 2 years is what we mapped out a couple days ago.
Wow,
like sophomore
2 years.
year.
Nerves? Feeling those
Not
butterflies
nervous.
coming back?
It's just like, this is weird. It's weird being on this side and not like controlling things, because that's what I normally
That's
do.
good. I think it's the first time. I know it's the first time since I've been host, but I think it's the first time since I've been at TSTV I've seen you maybe on camera. I'm not sure. Maybe one at a time.
Yeah.
Luqman, you don't even need a last name because you're the news guy. It's not that I can't pronounce it. It's just you're the head man in news. We got a news sports thing going on tonight. It's good to have you, man.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Good. We got Aaron, the return of Aaron Bicart, softball all-star, Joakim Noah tonight.
I think I'm batting 200
Good to
in
have
softball.
you.
I don't know if that qualifies for
200? That's, hey, Mendoza line,
That's
guys.
true.
It's going to be good. Let's go ahead and get into it. The one thing we know for sure about the Longhorn baseball team is that we have no idea what they will do from night to night. After giving up a 5-0 lead Friday and ultimately losing 13-5 to Texas Tech, the Horns took 2 of 3 on the road in Lubbock and run-ruled the number 11 team in the country 17-1 on Saturday. They won last night as well, beating the Bobcats for the 24th straight time. Texas is tied for 3rd in the Big 12 and is number 23 Oklahoma State coming to the dish this weekend, guys. A few weeks left in the season, but what are the chances here? How do you size up the odds of them getting to the postseason here, Renee?
All right, so I think they've got definitely a chance. It's a potentially thing they can do. I think their best bet for getting into the NCAA tournament is to win the Big 12 tournament. We've seen them beat teams like TCU and Texas Tech. It's going to kind of, Oklahoma State this weekend will depend. But we've seen them, they also play very well in high-pressure situations. In a situation like a double elimination tournament where they might end up in that loser's bracket, I think that'll bring out the best of this team. And if they can just bottle what they have right now and keep it going, they've got maybe 50-50 chance.
Yeah, it's just a really strange season so far. But hey, got in last year by winning it all in OKC. Luqman, what do you think here?
I'm thinking I have to agree with Renee. You know, the guys out here, we got some hitters. We got some people who can.
There are some hitters.
They know
sure.
when to show up and know when to come out and play and make it. You know, so I think that's what. I think they'll come out, make it through. I'm confident that the boys will be able to, do good in Big 12 play and throughout the rest of the season.
So you think, do they get into the postseason?
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to get in there and, bring some glory to the Longhorns.
Really? Still under 5? I like the confidence in your program here, but I don't know. News must not do very much coverage on the Texas baseball team. We'll see. Aaron, what do you think here?
If you like confidence, you're going to like what I'm about to say, because I think it's 100% chance that we make the playoffs. I think it's a 100% chance. I think we're going to win the
They're under 500.
We're going to win the Big 12
They're
tournament.
110 in RPI.
It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to win the Big 12 tournament. We haven't been swept by a team in Big 12 play, so we could beat anybody.
You're right. You just got swept by a 4-game series earlier in the year for the first time in program history.
But Cal is not going to be at the Big 12 tournament, so it's fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Yeah. So I say 100%.
Give them the point.
Here's my thing. They lost 4 out of 5 Tuesday games at one point.
They've looked so bad. Every
So
Tuesday
terrible.
night. But hey, wait, what day of the week does the Big 12 tournament start? As long as it's not a Tuesday, we're going to be fine.
I'm sure they will play on a Tuesday, but it won't start. Yeah, it rolls over.
Does it
it's
roll
like
the
a
whole week?
I think so.
I feel like it starts Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not
It's double
sure.
elimination. We can't
it's
play
definitely
2
early in
games
the
on
week.
Tuesdays.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So no 2 games on Tuesday. Renee, I think you're getting the point here, just because, just to get the crowd going here a little bit, and your answer kind of made the most sense, just because Texas baseball has struggled, been inconsistent a little bit, and I'm a sports homer, obviously, but I think they've got a good chance if they can win the Big 12 tournament, Big 12 regular season title. Gonna be tough to do 3 games out right now, guys. Moving on, after 3 seasons, Isaiah Taylor is officially leaving the Texas basketball program. The point guard hired an agent last week, meaning he can't return to the 40 acres. Very few mock drafts have Taylor getting selected at all. If they do, it's a very late second round, guys. Was this smart by Taylor, and how do you think it'll affect the actual Longhorn squad that's here on campus going forward, Luqman?
I mean, I think Coach Smart has a lot of work to do now that he's losing Taylor. I mean, he's a great player. He was a big part of the team, but for Taylor himself, if that's the choice he wanted to make, if he wanted to go out and go pro right now, I think that was a good choice for him. He's not too young. He's not too young. He'll be able to hopefully get picked up. Like you said, it'll be late in the draft, but it could be a good thing for him.
Yeah, if he gets drafted, obviously. But I mean, if you're ready to make that cash, then go make some cash, right?
Exactly.
Aaron, what do you think?
I'm a big fan of this move. I think it's good for him to go. I think it's good for him to go get those. I'm not liking this home crowd here for Renee. I think it's good for Isaiah to go chase the money. I think every amateur athlete should be pushing for getting as much money as they can out of this garbage system that they get sucked into. So I think it's a good move. I really hope he gets picked so he can get that check. If not, that'll be really awkward because he'll have to go to the D League or go to China or somewhere. But yeah, I wish him the best of luck for the Longhorns. I think it'll be fine. I think we won't have to call anymore like ISO for Isaiah plays in crunch time anymore, which would be beautiful to not have to watch.
You're just gonna call for a Kerwin dunk, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Renee, what do you think here?
Well, I'm glad he stayed as long as he did. I really hate the whole one and done thing, so I have to disagree with the get as much money as possible. But if I'm Isaiah Taylor and I see
Bad for the sport.
If I see where I'm projected, I stay another year in the hopes of, making it into the NBA.
Voice of reason. The voice of reason has come to us.
As for Texas, I think they're going to stumble a little bit, but we did see a lot of great potential out of the freshmen this past year, and so they step up and we can find a new leader for the team because that's really what they're losing is the team leadership. I think they can have a good season.
I mean, Isaiah Taylor's probably their best player. With him, most ranking, 2 early rankings had Texas maybe just inside the top 15. Most without him have him 20 to 25 range. So the Texas basketball team is going to be okay. Is it a good decision for him? I just don't get if you look and here's what happened. He had one guy in his ear that said, oh, you can get drafted or picked up. He's not projected to get drafted at all. Why would you go if you're not going to get drafted instead of staying another year? I don't see it. Renee, I'm with you. I would have come back to school. Homerism aside here, I would have come back to school.
I mean, but if you're trying to get as much money as possible, then you should stay in school one more year, get drafted higher, make more money that way.
You've seen those projections where they say the earlier you get in, if you can get in, the earlier you get in, your return on investment by the end of your career is a lot longer. The earlier that you start making money, the more that you're going to be making money later on.
I mean, he's coming from.
But again, that's only if you can get picked up.
And you got to get drafted first.
Yeah. Stay another year, get a better money.
Have a horrible season.
That's true. That's
he
true.
has that name recognition.
That's true. That's true. Renee up early, 2-0, guys. No shocker there. Spring practices have concluded for the Longhorn football team. There's plenty of work to do in the summer. There will be an influx of true freshmen and plenty of position battles to sort out, guys. But what do you think is the position in the most need of work going into the summer workouts this offseason, Aaron?
It's got to be quarterback. I loved what I saw in the spring game, but I'm still, until I see some real action from a UT quarterback in a game against non-guys in orange or white, I'm really nervous. And so I'm never going to get over not having, this period of my life that there was all question marks at the quarterback position. It left me scarred. So I'm not going to feel secure until I've got a strong hand under the center's crotch. I need that. I need that comforting.
Okay.
I need that comforting resting hand there.
All right,
so.
you need to actually feel it.
I gotta feel it. I
Yeah.
gotta feel it right there. So.
Yeah, 100%. Renee,
Until
what do you
that
think?
point.
Well, obviously the quarterback needs a lot of work, but because I would like to bring a different opinion to the table, I think they need a kicker. We saw last season how badly and how much not having a solid kicker affected the team. There was a couple of times where could have sent it into overtime, could have gotten a win, and then they ended up losing. And the fact that they're actually like still actively looking for a person to kick the ball.
Charlie Strong joked about creating one.
So, you know, we might want to look there because that's concerning for me as well.
Here is it just Renee?
Yeah, last year. Oh wow, you got fans over there in the crowd. Jeez.
I wonder why.
Yeah, last year obviously Nick Rose struggled. Cal lost a few other games that way, and Texas really had good kickers. Anthony Farrah before that, but
Justin Tucker.
right. But right now, not much. Luqman, what do you think? What's the biggest position need?
I'm going to talk about the unsung heroes, those down in the trenches, the linemen.
Oh.
I'm thinking especially the defensive linemen. We're going to be losing some big guys there. That's where the game is really won, and that's where we have those explosive tackles, those sacks that really get the crowd energetic, that gets the whole momentum of what the Longhorns play off of. Shout out to Hassan Ridgway, hometown brother there. But yeah, I think that's the D linemen is where we're going to need some work, and we need some people to come in and do good things there.
Hey, Hassan's going to be getting drafted in the next couple days. You pumped up?
Yeah,
Fired up about it? All right, well, I'm fired up about the defensive line. That's what I was thinking. A little too thin. You got 4 young defensive tackles coming in, maybe shoring that up. Renee, love the kicker answer. Hopefully they can just get to the end zone, because if not, not sure really what else they're going to do, guys. So 2-1-0 going into break, guys. That'll finish round 1. Coming up next, the NBA darling goes down, and a few surprises from the young MLB season. We'll be right back. Thanks for keeping it here in the midst of 24/7 week on TSTV. This is College Crossfire. It is the director show here. Glad to have you with us. Let's look at the scoreboard. We've got a 2-1-0, a little home cooking. Renee, the sports director. Luqman is the newsman and the head of entertainment over there. Aaron with the goose egg, but plenty of time to get back after, guys. Aaron's been hard on the officials here, which is me early, so. May have to tee up there as we go along, guys. Speaking of the NBA, it's been a dark week in the playoffs for injuries. The biggest, of course, is Warriors guard Steph Curry going down with a sprained MCL. He's expected to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. That doesn't mean he'll be back in 2 weeks. Guys, how does this affect the playoffs moving forward with the loss of Steph, possibly even if they were to advance to the Western Conference Finals, maybe missing some times there? Renee?
Well, obviously the big winner here would be the Spurs if he doesn't play, because that's the real competition is Spurs Warriors. But the other thing that really is going to change is that if he doesn't play as much or is limited, then it's going to be a really big what if on the whole season. It's going to be what if he was healthy, because it could potentially change the entire outcome.
For sure. And they broke the record, but what if they had rested him down the stretch, even though he's a little banged up? Maybe a little second guessing there on the Coach of the Year. Luqman, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to err on the side of caution and try to tell him, get better, figure it out. Don't worry about trying to come back and play. He has a young team, has a talented team, so hopefully they can, come out with the win. But yeah, so for Curry, the best thing is for him to get better and to come back next season if that's what happens. And go for the
come back
again.
Next season. Now you're ready to call it? You're ready to call it? You're saying forget the championship. We don't want the title.
Hey, you're not gonna win it without him. So.
Well, then don't you need him to come back?
Make sure he can get it together and then come back first.
Okay, I'm down with that. Aaron, what do you think?
Okay.
Good enough there.
So if I'm a Warriors fan right now, I'm really worried about this upcoming. If I was.
You're a Bulls fan.
For sure.
Guys, we're dealing with hypotheticals.
Okay, if I was a Warriors fan, I would be real worried about this upcoming Blazers matchup. We're assuming the Blazers win because the Clippers lost both Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. But I'd be worried because the Blazers are one of the few teams that were able to score a win off of the Warriors in the regular season. And so without Curry, which is what it looks like for those first 4 games, without Curry in those first couple games, the homestand in Portland in games 3 and 4,
Yeah.
I think, is going to be really telling. And that's where I would see that come into play, that decision making of whether you rush Curry back or not. How well the Warriors do in Portland in games 3 and 4 without Curry, I think, is going to be what decides whether or not you rush him back for games 5 and 6, or if you say, okay, we're beating the tar out of the Blazers right now, and we can rest him for the Spurs games.
Yeah, Portland's played well. It's not like they were. I mean, they tied that up with Chris Paul, with Blake Griffin on the floor. I mean, they've been playing extremely well, especially at home, as you mentioned. So that's going to be a tough round either way. Renee, what do you think here?
I answered already.
Oh, you answered already. Well, I just wanted to go back to you first to think.
This homerism!
I just wanted to.
Oh, do you
Guys,
want
it's Renee's show. She's the director. I
gets
wanted to get
another
her second thought on it, guys. Aaron, you're getting the point here. I think Portland's going to be a really tough out, no matter what.
Same mind here, you know?
Yeah, except you kind of said that maybe he should sit out like the rest of the year.
Well, no, not
and
the
then...
rest of the year. I'm just saying, hey, make sure you do
All
it.
right, Aaron's getting the point, guys. Get off me. Get off me. The NFL draft takes place Thursday night in Chi-Town. Chi-Town. Jeez, what a place to have a draft, right? Revolving around it, the Rams and Eagles have traded the top 2 picks, assumingly for quarterbacks, while the Cowboys lurk at number 4. Should be interesting no matter what happens, guys, but we need a bold prediction for the draft tomorrow night. And Luqman, we'll start with you.
Ooh, we're being bold.
We're being bold here, not lukewarm.
I do want them to get a quarterback. I'm talking about the Cowboys. I want them to get a quarterback.
Okay.
You know, if any, I mean, Romo is, you know, I'm a Cowboy fan, but Romo, he's just always getting hurt. Doesn't know how to take a hit. So they need to have somebody else that they can, you know, bring in and play that position.
Who do you think they're gonna get? Who do you think they can get?
I mean, they have a high pick. I'm not sure who they're gonna get, but
Okay.
just I think quarterback.
But you want Cowboys need a quarterback. Pretty bold.
All right,
Aaron.
my bold prediction is for my Chicago Bears. I think here's hoping Ezekiel Elliott falls to number 11.
Oh,
We wrap him up. All the Bears fans storm the court. We storm the stage. We go nuts. If we don't, here's the actual prediction. I think the Bears are going to boo their pick on the home turf. I think they're going to boo the pick like the Knicks did this year at the draft. I think they're going to regret it later, but I think like some emotions are going to come up and they're going to boo the pick.
Okay. Renee, bold prediction, NFL
Bold
draft.
prediction. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. I say Hassan Ridgeway ends up going in the first round.
Okay.
Round.
Late first round. Let's have him go first round.
That's bold. It's Longhorns. We're still playing home court. Renee's getting the point. Moving on. It's crazy to think about. But we are over 10% of the way through the MLB season. With their win last night, the Chicago White Sox became the first team in baseball to 15 wins. The Astros, more like the Lastros, are well below 500 at 5-16. Bryce Harper still Bryce Harper, guys. What's been the biggest surprise or disappointment from the first month of the baseball season, Aaron?
Biggest surprise for me tuning into a baseball game is that baseball is really slow, and I forgot. I had a long off season. I had a long off season to forget that, get wrapped up in football and basketball. I came back. I watch opening day. I pull up the Pirates game, and after 3 innings, I'm like, oh my God, I've fallen asleep.
It's about to be a dark time for you, my friend.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a long summer. I'm getting into soccer instead. But biggest disappointment of the
You're
year.
working your way to losing points.
Biggest disappointment of the year is that the Cubs already have 5 losses. They better only have 5 more over the rest of the entire season. We're going to win 140. We're going to be fine. It's going to be great.
We're gonna get 139.
Renee.
Maybe.
All right, so I'm really going to give in to my bias here. My biggest
Here we go.
disappointment is the Astros. They were touted to be so good this year.
Sports Illustrated
I know,
cover.
they were the regional cover, Sports Illustrated. Everyone's talking about it being a great year for them, and they are second to last place right now in the entire Major League Baseball.
Sucks.
So, yeah.
Sucks.
Stinky
Very
Astros.
surprising, very disappointing.
Yeah, not good. Not good. Long season, though. Luqman.
A lot of disappointment in the show. The National League, how they're playing, just across the board. Padres, Braves, Phillies, Reds, all of them. It's just, I'm not
The
seeing-
National League across the board?
Is this your
What about the
disappointment
Cubs?
or your surprise?
like the way that, you know, those different teams are playing.
The Cubs and the Nationals are doing great.
No, not the National League, like the division.
Which one?
Okay.
Because the NL East has the Mets and the Nationals that are really good.
The Central has the Cubs. so
Central has the
don't you dare.
Cubs.
Don't come at
What
us.
are we missing? The West has the Dodgers and
has
the
the
Giants.
Dodgers.
They're pretty good. Are you saying just maybe
Baseball's hard.
Braves
I
are
get it. I
disappointing.
get it.
Braves only have like 4 wins. Yeah, Braves are disappointing. That's what you meant to say.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Disappointing.
All right.
All around. All around.
All right. That's
Baseball
fine.
is disappointing.
fine.
in
I know
general.
baseball isn't my sport. You know,
Baseball's not your
football,
sport. I
basketball.
appreciate that, though. Renee, Astros are obviously the pick here, but I'm going with the slow pace. That's
Baseball's
my
kinda
biggest
boring.
disappointment. They need to
Thank
speed
you,
it up
that's
a little bit.
why.
Speed up the game, guys. That concludes round 2, but we will decide it as we do every week. Up next, as we light up rapid fire. Don't go anywhere. Woo! Thanks for keeping it here on TSTV in the midst of 24/7. Quick reminder, it's supportstudentvoices.com/TSTV.
.org.
.org. So supportstudentvoices.org/TSTV, guys. Support us. Keep this thing going. We appreciate your contributions, guys. Check out it and never turn the dial away. It's TSTV's Director Show. We got 3, 1, 2 on the scoreboard, guys. This is rapid fire. You guys know how this works. Points are doubled. You guys jump in as soon as I ask the question. Here we go, guys. Tom Brady in the news again. In the news again. Let the booze rain down. We don't want to hear from the other person. 4-game suspension. Back at it, guys. This brings the question, what is the most annoying sports story that's been in the media that you're just sick and tired of hearing about? You can't say Tom Brady. That's what kind of sparked this question is, you know, we heard about it all last summer. We're hearing about it again. So what's another story that you're just sick and tired of hearing about?
I'm sick of hearing whether or not LeBron is going to leave Cleveland again.
Oh, okay.
I'm really sick of hearing
Okay.
it. I don't see a reason. Okay, if it happens, cool. We can go nuts. We'll go crazy for a month and a half again. But until that happens, I don't see it happening anytime soon. I do not want to speculate about what his Instagrams or his Twitters say. I just want to enjoy basketball. And if he leaves, that'll be fantastic if he leaves. It'll be so much fun. But I don't want to hear about it until it happens.
Okay. A social media game, though. Throwing some shade at maybe some.
Yeah, he unfollowed the
teammates.
Cavs on Twitter, which is a bad look. That's a bad look.
Jeez. All right, most annoying sports story, guys. Aaron came strong. Plus, I got Skittles from you in between the breaks. So that's
Bribery.
huge.
Don't talk
about it.
That's
Don't
huge.
talk about it.
That's huge.
So my biggest sports story, yes, Steph Curry's great, but we just heard a little bit too much about him in
Ooh, I like that.
during the regular season
I
of
like
the
that.
NBA.
It's
Like,
sport.
he was
Oh,
so
come on.
great.
It's
He was
Steph
great,
Center.
but he just
But
kept
it's
winning.
Steph
We just
Center.
kept
Sports Center
talking.
kind of blows, though. Like, Sports Center as an
No,
entity.
it's down.
It's what you're
Yeah,
sick of
it's not as
listening
great.
to, and that's what I'm sick
That's
of
it.
listening
Steph
to.
Center. Steph Center for sure. That's a good one. I'm very tired of Steph Center. Even though he's like,
I mean, now that he's
like
injured,
so
it's a little bit
likable, it's like
different, but
annoying
yeah.
at times.
Yeah.
Luqman, most annoying sports story.
So,
I'll be on roids.
I'm happy about the story that is coming out, but I'm tired of hearing about all the abuse that our sports reporters get. The ladies on the sideline, in their columns, on Twitter, on social media. The guys all out there bullying.
That's good.
Reporters, news people, they all, dedicate their life to this, dedicate to telling the stories for you. So, take care of them and stop trying to say all this crazy stuff.
That's
especially
good.
to the ladies. Respect.
I like
Respect
that.
them.
I like that. You know what? 1 point for respect. 1 point for respect. 2 points for Steph Curry and Steph Center. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's every single time you turn on the television. He's the lead of Sports Center. Aaron, I'm tired of LeBron too, but I feel like I don't hear that
Off-screen,
as much about it.
I don't know if you heard off camera, we heard some Johnny Manziel.
Johnny
Sick of
Manziel,
talking
yeah,
about
that was the answer I was looking for, and that would have won. So Jet Beecham's on the scoreboard with 2 points. Jet's on the scoreboard, guys. That's all right. That's all right. We got a close battle here, guys. Sacramento Kings, I'm sure you saw it in the news this week. New logo, got that fresh purple and white shield kind of thing working for them. So that brings up the question. Their logo is pretty bad. So what is the worst logo in sports? This is a 2-part question. I'm going to ask you the worst and the best. Worst first.
Easy worst logo. If we're going with things in our society that need to be changed, we got to get the Cleveland Indians a new name and a new logo that's not a literal Indian. That is horrible. It's horrible to look at.
Logo's
it's horrible
bad.
to think about. It should not be on our merchandise, and it's one of the highest grossing merchandise items that they have in the MLB. And
We
it
like the
should
Crossfire
not be
logo.
what we do. We got to get that out of here.
Okay.
The best is.
I like the Indians.
Ooh, I don't know about the best.
We can come back. What are
Okay,
you guys?
come
What are you
back.
guys worst? What are you guys worst?
My worst logo. I'm just,
Astros is bad. Astros.
yeah, I like the redesign, but I also kind of hate it. So
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay,
I'm not a big fan
Astros.
of the circle with
Okay.
the words around
I think it looks better. I think it's better than the old half star thing.
I don't know. I was a big fan of the half star, but that also
Okay.
just might have been that's what I grew up on.
Yeah,
so
there you
I'll
go.
give it
Luqman,
that.
worst logo. Worst logo in sports.
Worst logo in sports.
Rangers.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go a little UT pride and just talk about A&M.
Oh, they're bad. That's bad. That's bad. Oh.
What is it? What is it? I don't just letters? Is it this? What? I don't understand. Bye.
The kid.
Give them what?
The-
Are you choking?
The crowd's on here, and you brought it. Luqman brought it even more. He's getting the 2 points.
Oh my
For the worst
goodness.
logo, what's the best logo? All in sports. Can't say Texas. I'll deduct points. It's not press box.
Got a weird story.
Mondays at 9.
Weird story for best logo. Let's give the Los Angeles Anaheim Ducks because Mighty Ducks.
Wow.
Love the Mighty Ducks comparison.
Anaheim Ducks.
so-
We've got hockey and the Mighty Ducks on the board. Best logo.
I was actually gonna go also with hockey. I like how hockey is still stuck in like this late '90s era of like cartoonish kind of logos. One of the ones I grew up with, the Pittsburgh Penguins. They got a
good.
penguin playing hockey. It's so
good.
cute. It's
like
so cute.
I do like the
Best. Hey,
Penguins.
y'all can eat it. The Penguins are the best.
All right, Luqman, best logo, best
All right,
logo.
best logo. I like the Miami Heat logo.
Good.
Okay.
Renee's getting the 2 points. You brought it with the Ducks. You got the Mighty Ducks. Anaheim Ducks.
Jesus
Guys, one more
Christ.
question. This week,
goodness.
it was Nick Young who threw his name in the hat, said he could be the Lakers head coach. Guys, what's the best current player that could be a head coach, you think? Or even would be a fun head coach?
Not good.
Nick Young, probably not your guy, but
Tim Duncan.
player that could be a head
Player
coach.
is a coach.
It can be any sport, any sport.
Coach.
Barbecue chicken. Joakim Noah.
Running through.
I'm trying to just think of the oldest player I can possibly think of.
Yeah, it can be young,
the
old,
oldest
any current
dude.
player.
Current player.
Any current player.
No.
Yeah. Basic.
Yeah.
It's about to be the first person wins that can think of anybody.
I'm not really loving anyone that I can think of though.
Nobody?
I'm
I'm
like,
trying to think of the oldest current like basketball swingman. Like,
D'Angelo Russell.
no, not D'Angelo Russell. Somebody like like a Jason Kidd, like a Derek
Like a
Fisher.
Jason Kidd,
I'm
Derek
liking
Fisher.
this movement of like the oldest dude on the team is just like, all right, I'm gonna take this one. Oh, you know, Kevin Garnett. He's not.
good.
He's not playing
Pretty good.
anymore. He's not playing anymore.
Pretty good. Pretty good, Kevin Garnett. We got about 10 seconds here for you guys to think
I
about.
like Chris Paul. I can see him. And
Okay, I like Chris Paul. We're singing
He could
hoops.
end up
Renee,
being
you got
a
anybody?
I don't.
Maybe a late baseball player? You don't have
no,
anybody?
Not when I
Kevin
trust
Garnett.
to coach a team.
Oh,
I'm
you
very
got a
picky
chance
about
to
my
close it out.
coaches.
Luckily, you still have enough points to get it done. I'll give you guys each points. Renee had the big lead, so Renee gets the victory, guys. Thank you to everybody. Studio, Master Control, the great crowd tonight.
Yeah.
We're every week live at 9. Stay tuned all week. It's 247 week. Support studentvoices.org/TSTV. We'll be here. We'll see you next week.